institutional investors had been showing bearish sentiment towards Ethereum for the longest time. The second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, which had initially caught their attention, was not doing as well as expected, and the outflows that followed were massive. However, it looks like sentiment among these large investors is beginning to turn positive as Ethereum has begun to record inflows. Over the last several weeks, Ethereum inflows have been ramping up. Although they were nowhere near the volumes that had been recorded during the bull market, it had put a stop to more than 2 months of consecutive outflows for the digital asset. Last week would prove to be no different, given that Ethereum's inflows had come out to $8 million, a low volume, but it was inflows nonetheless. But the most important inflows were recorded in the week prior, when the digital asset had initially been reported to have seen inflows of $2.5 million. Related reading: Ethereum weekly exchange net flow points to growing accumulation trend. Bitcoin had seen another week of inflows, with $16 million recorded for last week. Just like Ethereum, the numbers for Bitcoin for the prior week had been incorrect. Interactive data showed a much higher inflow rate for the prior week, with $206 million in total. The inflow trend was not limited to long Bitcoin alone, though as short Bitcoin continued its streak with $0.6 million in inflows. Digital asset investment products would prove to be the big winners for the week, with inflows of $27 million. The total asset under management has not been pushed back up to $30 billion with last week's inflows. Europe also accounted for the majority of inflows, as Switzerland alone recorded $16 million for last week. The USA and Germany would see lesser inflows of $9 million and $5 million. What this data shows is how investors are looking toward the market with a recent recovery. However, given the recent decline in prices, it remains unsure whether the inflows will continue for the new week. Follow Best Howie on Twitter for market insights, updates, and the occasional funny tweet.